Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rochelle for those of you that are new here, and today we're gonna go over the remaining Stuff Your Kindle days that are happening throughout the month of October. So the last Kindle video I did was just wild with the amount of support that y'all gave me. Whoa. So first of all, I want to go and say thank you there. I also went and put up a poll on my channel going and asking how you want me to talk about any of the Stuff Your Kindle days that are happening. And it looks like 17 people voted, so thank you so much for voting there. 71% of people said that they want a long form video that shows the books and the websites if they're available. And then it looks like around 24% of you said that you'd prefer a post announcing the Stuff Your Kindle day. So what I'm probably going to do looking at these votes and moving forward is if I know about the Stuff Your Kindle day and I have enough time to film and prep and do all that stuff, I will definitely do a long form video. If not, I will do a post that will say what the Stuff Your Kindle day is, and then a website if there is one. And then for any shorts or anything like that, I feel like I do a lot better with those if I post them on my TikTok. So that is where they will be if you are looking for something that is quick and shows any of the books that are listed. So for the Stuff Your Kindle days that are going to be happening for the month of October would be Cozy Mystery Edition, which happens October 24th. And then October 25th through the 28th is Halloween Hauntfest. And then October 26th is Witchy Edition. And then I've heard a little bit through the grapevine that there is going to be a monster Stuff Your Kindle day, either available October 30th or the 31st. But it seems like the website itself is still under maintenance. So because of that reason, I won't be sharing anything there. And that might just be something that I end up sharing through a post on my channel. Definitely look at any of my posts. I'm trying to be good about being active on there, so every now and then you might get a post going and saying if I have a video that's live, but I will also post anything related to Stuff Your Kindle Day on there as well. And unfortunately, if you would have looked at my post, there was a romance Stuff Your Kindle Day that happened on October 22nd, but I didn't really know about it until the day of, so unfortunately I wasn't able to go and film a video for that. But with that being said, I can go and show you those other Stuff Your Kindle days that I mentioned and which websites to go to. As you will have seen in one of my previous videos, I have gone and shown you some of the recent questions that people go and ask and how to go and do the whole process for Stuff Your Kindle Day. I am going to go through it again, but those basic questions are some of that other stuff. You can definitely go into my previous video and go and watch that information there. But as a reminder, you do not need to own a Kindle to go and participate in Stuff Your Kindle Day. There is no limit on the amount of books that you can go and get for Stuff Your Kindle Day, so it's kind of like the limit doesn't exist. Think Mean Girls. All you need is to have the Kindle app on your phone, device, anywhere else to go and read these books, so you don't need to own a Kindle for it. There are some of these websites that will go and show you other places that you can go and download the books. I'm not as familiar with them, so I prefer, honestly, to just stick with the Kindle downloads, and that's my personal preference. So I can't give you any other information there. And then also, please be aware of your country that you're in, because sometimes these books are not available in the country that you live in, and I'm so sorry for that. I know that's definitely a bummer, but it's just kind of how it is. What you will go and see here is that we're in the Cozy Mystery. This is the free ebook blast, and it happens October 24th of 2024. All these events are in 2024. Please keep that in mind. So I don't know personally if they have updated the books that are available or if these are going to be older books, but I'll still go through it like we are looking through books that are available for this event. So the Cozy Mystery Stuff Your Kindle Day is happening today. That's why this video was kind of delayed. I wanted to post it exactly when at least one of the events was happening. So let's go through some of the Kindle store links, and as you can see here, it does have other retailers, but I'm not as familiar with that stuff, so we're gonna go with what I'm used to. So let's start with Contemporary Cozies. All right, and then see here, it says, please note that we can't guarantee that every book is free in your region. Super, super important. It sucks, it's not always confirmed, but the nice thing with this website versus the one that you would have seen in my other video for Fantasy Stuff Your Kindle Day, it is showing some of the other websites that you can go and get these books in. So there's US, UK, Canada, Australia, and I'm not sure what DE is. Please let me know in the comments below. But yeah, you'll see these books here. So scrolling through the list, these are, I believe it said the contemporary cozy ones. Yeah, contemporary cozy. And I see a few that I recognize from a previous one. So yeah, just kind of scrolling through it. But if you haven't done this before, you're gonna go and click whichever country applies to you. And so this one says Amazon US. And right now what you will see is that it says $3.99. So obviously the event isn't going live today when I am filming it, so it's the day before, it's the 23rd. But on the 24th, this should go and change to free. So it will say $0.00, and then all you have to do is buy now with one click. So I think I do have an example of one that I can show you. Let's go with Emma, for example. So with this one, see here it says $0.00. I'm gonna just refresh it just so that we can be 100% sure, but I did look at this one today. Yep, so it says $0.00, so we're definitely okay there. So you're gonna go down to buy now with one click. And then that book is going to be sent to your Kindle device. Now, if you're not seeing it right away, what you're going to need to do is maybe restart your Kindle or close out of the app, refresh it. Sometimes it takes a little bit depending on how many books you have pending. So yeah, going back to that book that we were looking at previously, this will be completely changed to look similar to what we had on the Emma screen. Now, if you see this button, read for free, that's going to mean that you're borrowing the book. It's going to be in your Kindle Unlimited library shelf, where you basically get a certain amount of books that you can borrow and have to return, pretty much like a normal library book. But if you want to permanently have that book on your bookshelf to access whenever, you're going to want to go and use this option down here. But of course, make sure that it's free and it's not actually a certain dollar amount, unless that is accessible to you and you're completely able to go and purchase the book. Do whatever you're able to do, but just be aware before you hit that buy now option. So let's go back and look at some of the other books that are available. So going here, looks like there's historical cozies. And yeah, we have a lot of different books here that are available as well. As you will see, similar to the fantasy stuff your Kindle Day, it kind of gives you different keywords that you can kind of go and look through. So if you're looking for a book that has an amateur sleuth, a dog companion, cozy mystery set in England, that's some of the stuff that's available in this one. And then it also does have which Kindle store you can go and get it as well. My cat wants to say hi. Okay, and then going to paranormal cozy mystery. All right, sir, you must pay the toll and say hi to the camera.
Yeah. I mean, just look at those nose dots. Yeah.
And he's purring right now too.
Yeah.
So, as I was saying, let's look at the paranormal cozy mysteries. So we also have an assortment here. Now, like I said earlier, I don't know if these are the books, like if this website has updated to the fall ones, because as it says on the main page, it says the summer edition of the Cozy Mystery Book Blast has ended. So I don't know if these are the same books or if they already have them updated for the fall version. But just kind of giving you a rough idea of what you will see when you go and click those different categories. Let's go to the next one. So this one is actually going to be one that extends over multiple days, and that will be the Halloween Hauntfest. So the Halloween Hauntfest. And this one is said to go from October 25th through the 28th. So the 25th is Friday. So Friday through Monday is when Halloween Hauntfest is happening. And this one is an indie author Halloween Hauntfest, and it is hosted by Haley Adderton. I can't words right now. I've kind of gone through this list and it seems like it's definitely a variety. So it's not only free books, but it's also books that might be 99 cents, $3.99, etc. So definitely look at that when you're going through it. One of the ones that I went and looked at was this one, The Legend of And as you will see here, there's not really a hyperlink or a button that you click. It just seems like you go and click the cover of the book. and then you go to buy here. And then it will bring you to wherever that book is available. So this one is through BookFunnel, and you'll just go through Get My Book. And then it will give you a link that shows you how to go and do the process of getting that book downloaded. So let's go back to this and just kind of show you some of the books that are available. So it looks like some of them are romance books, and it also does say whether or not they're Kindle Unlimited, also queer rep, POC rep, adult content. That's really cool that it has some of those highlighted there. And then it will also say what the ebook price is. So if it is free, if it's $0.99. And I like that it also says the paperback edition there too. Whoops. And then you get a little bit of a blurb, and then if you go and click on it, it looks like it will also tell you some of the genres as well. It doesn't seem like it's formatted in the best way, but it still gives you a way to kind of get a look into it. So yeah, there's horror for this. I did actually pick this one up recently during a past Kindle Stuff Your Kindle event. I think it was Terrify Your Tablet, which happened at the beginning of October, and it is a one-time-a-year event, unfortunately, so I won't be talking about that event until next year. But I did get the Namaste Slayer, which I actually did get for that same price, and it does seem really cool. So, you know, just pointing that one out. We'll go through some of the other pages as well. There's definitely a lot of books that I'm very interested in, like the Galeria. Let's see if we can find. So there's this one that's free. I think it's Lilu, The Shady Side Chronicles. And see, currently this one also says $2.99. So you're just gonna have to check back during the event once it starts to see if that price goes in updates to match to free. But yeah, there's a lot of different books available. This one I think has over 9 pages when I was checking earlier. So let's go to page 7. Oh, there's potentially 10 pages. But this one's also free. This one's free as well. And then 99 cents. I think I've seen a few for ebook price that might have been around $3.99. So like I said, just pay attention to these when you're going through it, and make sure if you are clicking on it that it is something that is feasible for you to go and pay for. Then let's move on to Witchy Bookworms. So for Witchy edition for Stuff Your Kindle Day, this one happens October 26th, which is Saturday. So for Saturday, this is the Stuff Your Kindle Day that is happening. And unfortunately right now, it doesn't have a list of the books that are available for you to get. And I can't really give you any more information aside from which website to go to, which is witchybookworms.com. And I'll have all the websites as well as the dates that they're live and available down in the description below. And I will go and also make a post on my page so that you're alerted to this information as well when it's live and when it's happening. But yeah, so those are the books that are available. I actually, when I was scrolling through some of the stuff, I saw that Matched with a Billionaire was still available. And this one was actually one that was live for Romance Stuff Your Kindle Day. So like I said on my other video talking about all this stuff, is that sometimes these books are still available either a day before the Stuff Your Kindle event or a day after, but I still always recommend that you should go and get these books the day of the event or the dates that the event is happening, because it's never a guarantee that these books will be available outside of that time frame. Another thing I wanted to show you, maybe it's down here. So I was kind of looking through another option to show you how I found other Kindle books that are available. This one had another example of something that I wanted to show you. So another thing that can kind of pop up with Stuff Your Kindle Day when you're looking at books is sometimes you might see that there's a Prime book available, and Prime reading is kind of similar to Kindle Unlimited or like library books, only I think you get 3 books, 3 or 4 that you can go and borrow at the same time. So you don't want to do that whole read for free thing. You're going to want to look for the want to buy. And then down here, it actually says Prime free or Kindle price. This should actually say like $0 and 0 cents. So that's where you're going to want to click the buy now with 1 click. But right now this book is only free with Prime, so that's not something I'm interested in doing. But you can also kind of scroll down here and you can look through some of the other books that they're recommending. So customers also enjoyed or recommended for you in fantasy romance books. And sometimes when you look through this, you might also find other books that are available for free. Not necessarily through a Stuff Your Kindle Day, but just in general. So it doesn't look like there's any here. Let us check down here. Okay, so here we go. I'll open this one. Crown of Blood and Duty, House of Blood and Roses. So as you see here, $0.00. Go here. And this one is also free. So that's another little trick to get free Kindle books, aside from the ones that I gave you in my other videos. I hope you liked this video talking about Stuff Your Kindle Days. I know this was something that everyone voted on and that they wanted to know, especially when an event was happening. But these are all the ones that I'm aware of that are happening in the month of October. If there's any others outside of the ones that I mentioned, I'll just go and post them on one of my YouTube posts and let you know what the event is, as well as any website that you can go to get those books as well. I guess I'll be making other videos for any of the other ones that happen throughout the rest of the year before it ends, which is wild because we only have 2 more months left. Holy crap. As always, if you liked this, please let me know by leaving a like or leaving a message down in the comments. Let me know if this was helpful for you and which Stuff Your Kindle Day event that I mentioned that you might be most excited for. And as always, I hope that you have a great rest of your day, and always remember that you're worthy and capable of amazing things. Bye, friends.